I had a pretty big life change recently. It was the biggest life change. I got engaged, and it was the best day of my life. And I've had this video of the proposal, and I wanted to take some time. We wanted to take some time to just kind of soak in the engagement for us and not worry about social media. But I also wanted to take some time to put the video together the way I think it should be experienced, and part of that includes context. So if you don't care about backstory or anything like that, you can go ahead and skip ahead and ugly cry as you will. But yeah, a month ago today, I proposed to my high school sweetheart. We've been dating since high school. We met doing theater at Fletcher High School. In 2015, we did a production of a show called Barefoot in the Park. And you know, we're no Robert Redford or Jane Fonda, but I think we did a pretty good job. And you know, part of the presentation I put together, you know, for Alex and the proposal was about places, because you know, I just think places are really, really important. So I talk about like movie theater where we had our first date, this Italian ice place, which is where I confessed all my feelings for. I had this master plan, you know, when I was 17. I was like, you know, I'll ask her to come see the show that I'm in. She'll be so impressed by how talented I am. I'll take her out for Italian ice after and, you know, confess my feelings for her. And unfortunately, the Italian ice place had closed an hour earlier than I thought. So we're just in a, you know, empty parking lot basically. But there was a reason I brought her there, which was to tell her how I felt. And so that's what I wound up doing anyways, no Italian ice or not. And that was the most important decision I've ever made in my life. And it led to the best day of my life, which was this proposal. And, you know, part of that proposal was that in my mind, it had to take place at our old high school. You know, we're kind of transitioning in our lives right now with our careers and stuff. And so I wanted to reinforce our relationship by taking that next step, but also kind of reminding her of where it all started. So thank you, Tom Ming and Principal Ledford, for letting me execute my vision, because I'd been sitting on this idea for a long time. And so, you know, sometimes I go back up to my old high school and I'll help, like, you know, hang lights or, you know, do some stuff with sets. So it's not out of the ordinary for me to go up there. And so I'd kind of like told her like a week and a half out. I was just kind of like, hey, I think like this day I'm supposed to go up to Fletcher. I'm going to do some work up there. I'm going to go after work, you know. And she goes, oh, okay. And then when it got a little closer, I was just kind of like, hey, you know, I was thinking about maybe we go to a nice dinner, like you and I, you know, just take some time for us. She goes, yeah, I'd love that. And I was like, I'll make us a reservation, so don't worry about it. Wednesday night work for you? And she's like, yeah. And so I had this reservation for 2 weeks, but I told her this because I knew if I was going to pop the most important question of our lives, she was going to want to look her best, right? And so after work that day, instead of going home or going straight to Fletcher, I'd go to my mom's, where I'd kind of snuck all my clothes I was going to wear over a couple of days. I get dressed, I go up to the high school, you know, and we set up this laptop with this video I prepared. We set the spotlight up where it's going to cast a perfect silhouette. And so now is the big part, the execution of the plan. So I call her, and I do the acting job of a lifetime. I tell her how upset I am because my car broke down. I was wondering if she could pick me up. And you know, she's worried about me and my car because she knows I have a really big drive the next week because I'm moving. And you know, and she's just so empathetic, and that's just one of the most amazing aspects about Alex is, like, it doesn't matter if you're having your best day or your worst day, she's gonna love you the same. And you know, so she drops what she's doing, she comes up there, and so we had only left one door open to the building. It's a door that leads you down to like the band pit, and it was gonna lead her right in front of this laptop, and my plan was to ask her to, you know, I was like, we're going to finish up some lighting, so if you don't mind hitting play on that laptop and just standing on that X over there, we're just trying to line something up. You know, so I text her right when she gets there. I'm just like, hey, why don't you come in and say hey to Mr. Ming? And she's like, oh, okay. And then you can see what happened after that. But before you watch, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who had kind words and just expressed support and, you know, just good vibes. So thank you. I hope you enjoy this proposal. Obviously I did, but I hope you enjoy watching it. Thank you.
Hey, babe. Just watch your step going around there. We're trying to get this spotlight queued up. Do you mind hitting play on the computer right there? And then I have it aimed. There's like an X over there. You can just go stand there. To your left. Yeah, just walk straight over to your left. Like right there.
I wasn't really sure how to start this. It's really hard to try and encapsulate a 7-year relationship up to this point, but I kept reflecting on it and I kept finding myself coming back to one concept, which is places. And I know that seems really vague, but it's not, because I thought about how over time a lot of places change, but the memories we make there don't. Whether it's the place we had our first kiss, a soup spot we missed, or those 2 little seats in the back of Sunray. You know, all those places matter a lot more when you've made memories there with the person you love. And so when this little girl was born in Atlantic Beach and a goofy boy was born in Jax Beach, you know, just growing up so close to each other, I think they were bound to find each other in the same place one day. And what they didn't know then is that the place you're standing right now would be the beginning of the rest of their lives together. So it felt fitting to begin the next chapter of our lives in the place where it all started. And I know that wherever life takes us, my most important place is going to be right here, with you. I can't imagine my future without you. So before I move, I wanted to find a way to say I'm not going anywhere.
Hear the drums echoing tonight, and she hears only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's flying in 12:30 flights.
Will you marry me?
I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some forgotten words or ancient melodies.
Oh my god.
He turned to me as if to say, "Earthquake is waiting there for you."
Hello.
I love you. Oh my god.
You want to give me that finger?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh.
Love you.
I love you.
The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary.
That'll work. Yeah.
Is your car okay?
Yeah. By the way, that's your future brother-in-law behind the camera there. We have dinner tonight at 8:15.
Okay. Oh my god, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm shaking. Oh my god.
Another aspect I wanted to touch on was the music. Music's insanely important to me. It's like my love language. And so picking the right songs was something I spent a long time on. So the first song is Through the Fire by Shaka Khan. One, it's an amazing song. Two, it encapsulated everything I wanted to say, you know? And then the second song was, I'm sure you're familiar, Africa by Toto, which when we were younger, you know, it was like a joke between us that was our song. That's what we'd tell people. And then the more it just kept coming up in our lives, the less it became a joke and the more it just kind of became our song. So, you know, with the whole point of bringing it back, you know, to our roots, you know, where it started, I couldn't think of a better song to bring it home than that. So I hope you enjoyed the context for the proposal and the proposal video itself. And Alex, if you're watching this, I love you and I can't wait to marry you.